Shalom, shalom, shalom. Goes your praise on glorification to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH BARAK YAHAWAH BARAK YAHAWASHI Call name la YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH and praise on glorification to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. So like it. And I go to the Namar to the pot of great medicine and teach you well. And the main topic of the lesson is the effects of this BBB, the 666. Now, the big, beautiful bill that got passed in the Senate, which most likely will get passed in the House. No. Apparently, in this bill, around 17 to 10 to 17 million people will lose Medicaid. No. And also cuts to SNAP as well. Even more cuts. Now it's SNAP. So, Jake, well, it's mainly going to affect Jake, because Jake's the one who's most sick and the most fucking, in need of health, and also the most poorest, Again, it goes to show how wicked the devil. Hold up, let me get a precept real quick. Does he care not for the poor? Hold up. It's in Psalms. I know it's in Psalms. Hold up. See if I can find this real quick. Well, that is devil for you, man. He don't give a damn about the poor, man. You know? I'll get this one. Psalm 37, verse 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. No? So they're coming against the poor, man. The needy, the lowly. Now they're coming against them. Why are they coming against them? Because only the poor, in this case, it's the Israelites. So-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American. No, they are the poor, man. See, there's another one. I was thinking one of mine, but I don't think I could find it. I don't know where to find it exactly. Oh, rip. But regardless, Esau, Edom, now he oppresses the poor, man. He don't give a damn about the poor, man, or the lowly. No? There's another one, BARAK, too. No? Well, if I can't find it, I'll just go back to the chat TBT, Yeah, I'll go back to chat TBT, But I asked chat GPT, effects of 16 million people losing Medicaid. Here's the answer. If 16 million people lose Medicaid, the consequences would be widespread and deeply felt across the healthcare system and society. Here are the effects. Loss of access to healthcare. Millions of low-income individuals, talking about Jake, because Jake's the poorest people in the world, quite literally. They literally are. Look it up, man. No, look up the poorest nations, poorest race of people in America, the top 3. Now look at the top 3 poorest race of people in America. You'll find Jake. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and the Americans. And we're poor. We're poor. That's a curses. I get that. Book of Deuteronomy. Book of 28. Go down to verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. That's what we are, very low, in the poorest neighborhoods. That's why I call it the ghetto. That we're in the ghetto, no? Some shitty ass corner of the city, no, or a town. The most poorest, ugliest, nastiest part of the town. Now you got a whole bunch of Jake, I had like goddamn vermin in there, man. No, and these heathen, they give to you. No, you Jake can't get up there on their own. No, they either have to sell out, do some wicked ass shit behind the scenes to get rich, to make bank. Now all these celebrities, they had to do something wicked behind the scene to get to that position, and sign all these wicked ass contracts, You look at their faces, man. Now they ain't enjoying themselves, man. Reading on, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He should be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. So we're the tail right now. No, we're the lowest part of this of this system, man. No, we're the poor. Say the least. Again, we are the poor. No, you so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans. We're the Israelites. No. And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Hey, we'll keep going. Millions of low-income individuals will lose access to routine checkups, preventative care, emergency care, mental health services, and prescription drugs. So essentially, if you rely on these medications, drugs, whatever it case to be, you're fucked. You're shit out of luck. No? Quite literally, you just fucked. No? If they call off your Medicaid because they can't afford to help you, then you're done, man. No, and they're going to have a chain reaction over here, man. No? Because not only they got to cut Medicaid and SNAP, people got to need more money, or need more jobs. No? And they got to need more money, to pay for all that shit that they're losing. No? And these businesses, they ain't got to pay for it because ultimately they're getting fucked over too. Because if I'm not mistaken, you got to add a couple trillion to the debt, a couple more trillion to the debt ceiling, which will also weaken the dollar. Which, if it weakens the dollar, then the price of goods will go up, and these businesses have got to lose more money. And if they lose more money, they can't hire new people, and it may honestly lower the wage of the people at the job because they're running out of money, or you fire them. Shit. So it's a domino effect. This is what this bill is doing, and only gonna help the uber rich. That's the only people gotta help. No? Next one. Many would delay or avoid treatment due to cost, leading to worsening health outcomes, more late-stage illness, and the higher mortality rates or death rates. So a lot more people gotta die. Hey, this is the thing that's gonna happen upon this world, man. And you Jakes are goddamn, fucking worry about the goddamn next celebrity drama. Where the fuck? Focus on some bullshit. It don't matter. Here they are. They're shipping off people. Shipping off you Jakes. Now they're going against the Southern Kingdom now. Now they're going against the Haitians. And Jamaicans. See, they're inching closer to Judah. Because that's the main objective, Judah. The top tribe of the nation of Israel. They're shifting closer and closer to you Judites. And when they get to you Judites, you fucked. Now they gotta have you in a trick bag, man. Now, if you go to the government for help, they gotta get your ass. You try to rebel and buck up on your own, which a lot of niggas will do, they gotta get your ass. No, they got you. You got you guys, man. You Jakes. You guys don't even know what the Lisa story. This is why we had to figure out about YAHAWASHI, because only the Lord can protect us from these evil times that's about to happen, man. We've been telling you about this. The apostles, the elders, the bishops, a great millstone. They've been telling you about this since the beginning, man, for 40 years, 30 years. And since I'm not mistaken, 2005. in 2005 and 2007. Now, when YouTube came about, I forgot exactly which day it was, or which year it was, 2005 or 2007. Something around that time. They've been preaching ever since then. Online, on YouTube, man. But still, Jake don't get it. Whatever. Next one. Increase in uncompensated aid care. Hospitals and clinics will face a massive increase in unpaid medical bills, especially in emergency rooms. This leads to financial strain on healthcare providers, particularly rural hospitals, some of which may close or reduce services. Ooh, so these hospitals, they got closed down too because they're not getting supported by Medicaid. Medicaid, they ain't getting the money that they need from the state to stay functional, so they got closed down, man. No, that's scripture. Let's get that. No, especially also these food banks as well, because it also got to affect SNAP. No, as well. See, they're doing an all-out assault at you, Jake. So you guys don't even realize you have your head in the clouds, so your eyes not even in the sky. You have the eyes on the ground, man. Look at your goddamn phone. Now look at the goddamn next TikTok dance and trend. And some bullshit. Hey, wake up, Jake. The time's running short. The time of your living is coming to an end. The time of joy and mirth and happy-go-lucky folly. Hey, they could do something. Shit. They could do something over here on July 4th. On fucking folly, the Independence Day bullshit. They could do something on that day, if the Lord's will, and then blame it on Jake. Shit, they could blame it on the truth. Now let's say, these terrorists. We gotta make sure that I don't know. No, but anyway, they are gonna persecute us for the word's sake. So that's really a given. They gotta blame it on us. Somehow come against us as well. They gotta have a lot of things happen, man. But you, Jakes, you're on the chopping block too. They may just say, "Fuck it, we gotta go after all these criminals, thugs, and whatever." And give some stupid ass, illogical explanation. You get the people against you. And that was gonna happen. Now, that would happen to the Northern Kingdom, and that gotta happen to you. But it's Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 3. In a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And the economist, means house management. To manage your house, the economy. So you're economist, you manage the house. Your house management. Because you gotta tremble, man. There gotta be fear, you gotta be shaken up. By the thing that happen upon the world. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few that are read. Now as I'm reading, man. The grinders will cease. These businesses and stores and hospitals are closed down, man. Shut up. And the doors shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the doors of music shall be brought low. But the main point is, the doors of the street shall be shut. So only these businesses, these stores, they gotta close up shop. They've been happening. It gotta happen even more. They gotta go to an accelerated rate. Let's get the scripture about hyperinflation real quick. Hold up. Because this also gotta happen too. Jacob's trouble gonna be a hell of a time, man. It's gonna be one thing after another thing. We only know the half of the story, but we have to wait and see how it all plays out, man. Because it gotta happen real soon. But we gotta wait and see, man. And you other Israelite group, get your head out the ass, man. You're a true watchman of the house of Israel. And get your head out the ass, man. Most of you dudes don't even know about the big beautiful bill. They just had their just had their hands in the air, just doing whatever. And folly. In Revelation 6:6. And I heard a voice in the midst of 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. You see, thou hurt not the oil and the wine. And the word there for penny is the word denarius, denarian, denarion. No, count 10. I mean, right here, it was seen that denarius was then the original pay for a day's wages. That's the main point right there. No, so a day's wages, it's a penny. And they pay for a measure of wheat, basically like a loaf of bread. In fact, I said right here, a loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay. That's hyperinflation right there. That is complete hyperinflation, man. And that's what it gotta be. That's how it gotta be, anyway. No, the society gotta go into a state of hyperinflation. No, look it up. No, look up hyperinflation, man. Well, I guess you could say hyperstagflation because the people ain't gotta get more money. Well, they gotta produce more money. Well, no. It's like it's gotta be hyperinflation. No, because they're putting more money into the system, and prices gotta go up. People ain't getting the money, but there gotta be more money in the system. So since there's more money in the system, there gotta be more. The prices gotta go up because only the dollar is worth less because they make more dollars. Slovakia. Since they're making more dollars, they have to. Since they're making more dollars, the prices have to go up because they had to make the money back, and the dollar, since the dollar is less valuable, they just have to increase the prices, to get the compensation. But you gotta get to a ridiculous level that you gotta go from obnoxious, like a loaf of bread could be like $8 one day, $20 the next day, and next couple hours it could be $60. Just for a loaf of bread. So it could go up to $150, $200. And that's why they need to put in a new digital currency. All for that CM, man, that MOTB. So let's go back to the article. And close out. Negative impact on children and family. Many children are covered through Medicaid or CHIP. Children Health Insurance Program. Losing coverage could lead to poor child development, missed V's and checkups, delayed diagnosis of chronic conditions, economic consequences. People without insurance are more likely to miss work, be less productive, and fall into medical debt. States will face budget pressure to cover care or absorb the fallout from rising uncompensated care. Healthcare job losses could occur if provider funding shrinks. Overcrowding emergency rooms. While ensuring many people turn to ERs for primary care. This caused emergency services, delays urgent care for others, and rises overall health care costs. Rising medical debt and bankruptcy. Well, you get the point. It's all negatives. It's all negatives, man. But that's basically the main point of this video. So, us knowing this truth, what shall we do? Fear YAHAWASHI and keep his word. Keep his commandments. And by commandments, we also mean the words of YAHAWASHI. And focus on the prophecies that he said. Not just the law. Not just the law. Alone yet 5 closing the praise on glorification. YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, Shalom.